Unity Broadcasting.
Unity Broadcasting Television don't come for unify, sensitize, and inform Salon people home and abroad. Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
Unity Broadcasting TV don't come.
For developments now we country
Unify, sensitize, and inform we all.
For developments now we nation salon.
We now independent media house. We dey here for unify, sensitize, and inform. Sierra Leoneans home and abroad.
We dey have so for talk, but wetin dey happen? Political discussion.
People know what's salon politics.
Religious messages, entertainment self no go left again.
We no go left nothing behind no.
Yes. Salon people that una kushe, una kabo, una do. Today, you see, we decide for give una a different look. You see the view. We want for just get the natural aspect of broadcasting, and so we decide for do some open ear and natural broadcasting, out of studio broadcasting. So nice scene, nice environment, and great to have you guys. This now the Monolog program, and would invite now all for remain fixed and connected, share this event or this show or this program far and wide, invite people. And you, when are your first time, turn on your notification for this program so that anytime we come on here, you go benefit, you go be notified, and you go be alerted so that you're not going to miss this program. The Monolog program is, now a program where they bring you all about Sierra Leone, and then everything where you need for know, you're not gonna miss a whilst you there. Inside today program, we know say with a tie we belt, with a march towards another decision making era. So next year by this time, all we go there now for like assess chances of political parties, and we go down know the political party then we they now before Salon people then for be elected to office. Waiting at the messages and waiting we for expect is what we're looking at today. We look at the kind of message now where every Sierra Leone person for open is to people be done they talk bad in them. But now time this for people deny their words and their actions. And waiting they be done they engaging, where they be things say they go benefit and will be be sound for will be sound good for them. Now they don't realize it was wrong. And this message not go down with certain people in society. So we for change. Now they go kind of denying actions. Also, we're going to talk about the report we don't come out. We see the United Nations don't come out with a report. Then give government and 87 success rate. They say government, all the area of intervention is supporting the government. The result is 87% successful. That's a very credible and a very good report for a government. They have 13% of this report where they think say a fairly good, but then you have also some that they think say it deserves more attention. So we go talk about that one day. And as well, we go talk about the political prediction of a country. Sensible people for able to know what for enlighten how it is like for win election as Sierra Leone. if one thing say out of imagination or propaganda or attacking or going after people go bring it to power, they make the biggest mistake. Then finally we go talk about the reason why the comparison where people they make about the disputes where exist between the APC and say as that minute they can come together and it will lead them to victory. The reason why today that's not possible because of the current status. The days back, a lot of people not begin interest in political happenings. Today, heart, souls, and mind are attached to with politics. Everybody is aware. So you cannot hurt somebody for 4 years, then you think, say, within seconds, you go manipulate your mind and you get them over. Just because you think, say, you want to get somebody to power. So now we see the danger where APC they play with where they don't understand. Okay. So these are the topics. Share this program far and wide and be assured, like ever before, I'm not going to ever disappoint you analyzing and discussing this program. Okay. So stay fixed, stay glued, invite and encourage, and be aware this is just a fundamental foundation. Tomorrow we get the full panel. We go come expand more and bring some additional flavor to this foundational um, setup where they make today. So be ready for tomorrow for defeating the lies, okay? Now, let we start from the area of the UN and assessment, United Nations representative them within Sierra Leone, the assessment. But first, I want to let you where they listen to me understand this. For far too long, some of them will not understand how partners they work with government. Misguided full man then on social media, they always tell you, say, hey, the international community, the World Bank don't pull on, European Union don't pull on, nobody know they do business with government. You know why they go can't tell another one? They say, in fact, the development partners, they all don't gains, or nobody know they support this government, or this government not get no international backing, or this government not they get help from nowhere. Now, because one, the headway that they use for talk to now empty, they not understand the process. And then things say, they get some people where lack the understanding. So they can talk any garbage, any kind, big fool talk to them, and they will go to bed with her. They don't understand, say, funders of any governmental program get direct connection and they get direct partnership in implementing then project them. And every of these international investor or development partners, any area where they identify, say, now here will they contribute for less alone go before, then get what make sure say one, they follow the process, they engage them, be part, they're not the left and give government. So it means say all the while where the labo bot say they go lay complain, they're part of the government process. If they go lay complaint to people where they implement, it's like where they go lay somebody in complaint to them. You know, if they go lay the complaint to EU, where EU not part of the governance process, because whatever EU they spend, EU they monitor, EU they the representative, then they go on for see say the money whether they give government for help salon people them is duly spent. So they're not just release resources to the government and go lead on and sleep and turn their back. No. So how you go tell somebody where if I understand past you, where the person where they go lay complaint to, the money where you they go claim say the government they misappropriate. Now the people themselves they implement the project so that it will reflect on the people. All waiting government they do now for create the an enabling environment, the peaceful and accessible environment for these partners for able for carry out their activities unhindered. And each of them people here where they spend their resources also get areas where they report. They get time for stewardship of their activities. So if they can't give you money, like World Bank release money for education, World Bank, they expect full report at the end of the year or quarterly or halfway through the year. They get mechanism for make sure say they not just go left money because they get for give report to people whether they ask as well. Then where they come for can help you. Then back they go ask other people for help so that they go mobilize and put together the resources for can spend. So when Akiyeri them illiterate and novice them they can't talk, just they tell me say we get a lot of chicken without head. Where they mess up the social media. So when the United Nations body within us alone pull their assessment report about government performance and say 85% of all the undertakings of this government is successful and they please. They give 87% rate of government in overall performance as how they handle donor funds. It will make you be proud and say, now we get a credible and transparent government. Listen, when you look at this report, they talk about 4 key areas. And out of these 4 key areas, they tell you now 13% now a challenge. And who is na this higher? Now the area of agriculture. And why? Because Salon people there's so much of wastage from production stage. They say we produce so much that we're not able even store out because of the lack of the required equipment for the processing, from production. We're not too equipped, we're not capacitated. Most of we product then, even the poil now grown. And the things say that a big challenge. And the reason why the things say the anger is still there now because we don't get effective management of what we produce. And they say for the coming year, now that they get for concentrate farm. They get for concentrate on how the different productions, in agriculture truly reflect. So we say bravo to the government and United Nations representative where they oversee and monitor the activity now grow. Not to the one the way they optic they make noise. The one the way they now the ground where they see how government they truly perform. Now they come with assessment report and say the government is excellently doing well. And we for clap for the government. And the area of recommendation where they don't make to the government, encouraging the youth, but for be, willing to be engaged. There's so much of this misguided youth that we just want for parade around. Like the youth man, they claim say, then at APC, we don't want for be engaged in productive activities. They say about them. Because APC not get anything for engage them for be productive. They go only parade and time where they for day, time where they for spend, for do something beneficial. And at that time they go and dance in the street, being politicians. At that time they go and allow politicians for just use them. At the end of the day, abandon them. So let's continue for encourage the government and the open space. The guy talk about the open space where government create for inclusive partnership. Where you go, anybody will get intention for go invest. Government not they take from you. Government they show you the way. The only thing they make sure say anything we want go do now, Salo, it there within the guided plan of the country, the midterm plan, the long term, and the short term. You fall within the government agenda, so that we will get cohesive and productive outcome of the investment. So we say bravo. Now let's go to this area of politicians taking the advantage, say, oh, time don't come for go mislead people. For 4 years, they don't sponsor irresponsibility, attack on decent Sierra Leoneans. 4 years, they don't preach tribalism, mamikos, you know, satanic activities with the see cultic behavior. They were just, loosed the canon. But now they think, say, with a march to election, Salon people not get memory. So they can come and deny all the activities and get people for just blindly buy into the crap the way they talk. They go come with a message for like disclaim now certain individuals when then are the financiers, then are the sponsors of their activities. So they think say it's high time for make themselves like angels to the people. But it is late. We see when Samoa go to them under mango tree na Kenema, it deny say, oh, if anybody say, we Miss Samoa go kind power, and not even sure if he go be the flag bearer, but he authoritatively they talk say, one, it go be the flag bearer, and then all others we even the intent for take up the mantle not competent, and he don't already declare himself as the only competent person without the electoral process not go happen for APC. So he say we come to power, the one that way not beneficiary way APC be done the sponsor for attack the southeast. They don't they do this because they don't be beneficiary, they don't mean good. And so he go say he not go revenge, in the revenge on the southeastern are not go happen. But waiting at the question where any sober-minded person go ask, from year one when the southeasterners, the Mende people, be they under constant molestation, humiliation, and attack. Why Samora no use the APC plaque for make pronouncement and say anybody where they say anything against Southeast, now they do it on behalf of the APC. Why the Secretary General not make press release? We know say any quick thing they're good at making press releases. Why they not ever make press releases for say anybody where they humiliate, they attack Southeast, the Mende people? Not they do it on behalf of the APC. In fact, would they want anybody where they use with party symbol, where they use with party name for molest people, we go take stand, legal stand against them? Why they not be don't make tough statement for discourage people? Is it because they think say, oh, we still get people where, well, na libele people then, na angry belle people that will not get pride for themselves, they not respect themselves. So we can go and fool them with any kind and baseless talk. It's unfortunate that now people that they deny, we they see statement then, now, when Yansané realize, say, what did they be the sponsor? The Mami cause, don't they take a momentum where we don't kill 98% the chances of winning election? And where they know say, where say, get for be ridiculed and exposed, it can make fake press release thinking that it go play on the mind and intelligence of Sierra Leoneans. But guess what? He hit back. He hit in face. Because it went nowhere. In fact, he end up expose more hidden things. This is what we're saying. So if you think, say, now is the time for calm, for play on the mindset or the thinking ability of Sierra Leoneans, you go get the big time shock. You go realize that for these 4 years, the people that don't suck in all the mamikos, it is resonates with them. They understand where this attack done the common. They are aware of the plan, the evil plan of being chased from them homes, for being no, they are aware of the plan by APC for dislodge them, for go after them and make their life miserable. So they will not dare give any opportunity. How you go give enough to somebody who plan for can kill you? So that is the thing where people don't understand. And when they go to the next topic, in connection with this, now I see people say, would they win election? Would I win election? Oh, not on this, that. Where APC, we let people not worry. We can get with crisis, die in minutes we they come together. But before we come to the differences between then and now, let's look at a few things. I go authoritatively tell all Salon people, it is not because fractions exist within the SLPP they make APC win election. It's not because greedy or unsatisfied individual, disgruntled people left the SLPP, go form party or go declare for APC, go make APC win election. All the victory of APC depend on choosing within for deprive and disenfranchise people of Kailan and Kenema. APC only know that all the time we honest win election. How a winner. Now where then refuse for let the vote from Kailan reflect on the ballot box. The vote from Kenema, majority of the vote of Kenema reflect na the ballot box. That's the only time APC go ever win election. For let APC win election, a government take some commissioner we not very treacherous, somebody we evil, we criminal, we corrupt, we face it. Kailan people for be deprived. Kailan people, the will of them not for reflect on the ballot box, for give undue advantage to the APC. That's only thing. Without that, APC go gather all kind crowd. They will never win election. Let anybody challenge me say the two past election, there was no cancellation in the outcome of the election at Kailan and Kenema. Each time APC thinks they forgot to power, now the Kailan people and the Kenema people they go turn on for deprive, for sideline and make sure say them will their right not be affected, not be reflective on the national elections. So I want people to understand this. And the reason why APC, no matter what thing, now the story, then go up whatever amount, even if they go to now before Satan, and Satan tell us say that they win election, it will be a fruitless endeavor. Now because the days of depriving the people of Kailan, the days of depriving the people of Kenema is gone. There will be no way. Every single vote from the Kailan and the Kenema people will be duly reflective. Now the box. With that, APC is far from even thinking of coming close to power. As long as the full will of the people of Kenema and Kailan reflect the ballot box. And listen, always Kailan are the last district where they kick the ball into the net. When you do all the collation, the last result where they come in, where they determine the outcome, now that's from Kailan. And that is how APC was able to manipulate they passed through election for an by Kroma. When that did not happen this time, you saw how APC woefully failed. So I want to know that. Then guess what? Because APC don't shoot themselves in their leg, they not get no working strength. The Southeast, now they drive themselves in the Southeast. They don't tell themselves, say, they don't need the Southeasterners. They're not meaningful. They're not useful in the South. They have no reason for let the Southeasterners, the Mende people, believe in them. They don't get space for them. So now, they invite the battle now their own stronghold. And they don't allow the SAPP for increase on the percentage. What the SAPP they battle with right now, now the amount of percentage for really show the difference between them and the APC. It's not about the outcome of the result. The outcome of the election is very visible and clear that the SLPP is going to win. But on what percentage, we go really tell the APC that they are in a deep mess is what SLPP is working on. I want to let people understand that. The percentage for determine the bitter spirit where Sierra Leoneans get about the APC evil spirit. How Sierra Leoneans for say no to mamikos, no to satanic activities, cultic behavior. How for Sierra Leoneans for vent out the anger of indiscipline, lawlessness, arrogancy, rudeness is what really we're working on right now. So in fact, when somebody they tell you, say, oh, what's not the campaign message for the SLPP? It's so simple. Put aside all the development first. We're very visible, we're very clear. Just campaigning about the APC indiscipline, the lawlessness, the legalizing and disrespect for women and people of status. Just bring into memory how the APC for 4 years don't disregard and devalued we national pride. Will make APC not come to power. Those are very strong messages anybody can use against the APC and defeat them with just tip of the finger. All right? Let people know that the vulgarity is against the APC, the indecency, the misbehavior, the lack of participation to national development. From where APC they in opposition, let anybody point out what thing they don't do for empower market women, what thing they don't do for address the issue of hunger even among their supporters. How many of the youth then they don't capacitate for become useful and productive? How many of them? How many of the youth then within the APC they don't give opportunity for improve and transform their life? Whose alternative? Okay, you say this government of faith, they not do nothing. If you tinap the fat over a woman and you want to convince woman, now just labo, what you don't do for let the woman feel, say you are of the better person. That is how it is like. And when you can, you talk, you cause people their mommy. What you don't do where this government not do it, where for make the salon people believe in you. Whose road where you don't spend on your position? Whose bridge where you don't make? Which area you don't give light? Which area you don't support with water as opposition? So, lack of contributing to transform the lives of Sierra Leoneans go make again APC remain in permanent opposition. Because idea not there, they not get anything. Then let's come now to this area of we can deny the court serve if to the election we could commodity and win the election. People not you see somehow where they make comparison, where they talk certain things. They fail for realize the changes of time, the conditionality of the reality of the now and the then. The days where APC thinks say few people can get jam out and they talk to them at the end of the day, they come and go into election as a formidable team, they tell that they don't pass. Reason being, in those days, we country not be open to this wide, inclusive governance. There was so much of a concern from the ordinary people. The ordinary people began much of the time for go about their own normal business. So political business was only in the hands of politicians. Today, what we they see with the introduction of disrespect for elders, women, people of high personality, they cause so much pain where go make anything very difficult for easily get people forget about waiting the humiliation, the embarrassment where they go through. Constantly they see the threat on the lives of people. Instead of mending, instead of healing the wounds, when they expand on the soul, the pain in people's heart. When they go after people, when they threaten their life, their existence. When they devalue the respect where people get. Oh, how somebody go feels when you don't ridicule people to the eye view of the whole world. In those days, technology was not as improved. Certain things that will be the happen was not exposed. Now, anything where they go on is on record. It is out there for the world to see. You know, go globally insult, disrespect, disregard people that you think say because of your interest, it will come for play on the intelligence and think say, hey, this is where people are getting it wrong. Hey, I must say this. It is very clear that whoever emerge as the flag bearer of the APC not going able to win any election for APC. Instead, it will spend time for beg the people where the party they constantly hurt and embarrass and insult. The process of paying attention on campaign message will be the process of healing and going after people for beg. The energy, that energy will require for being engaged in electoral process, will be used for really get people for swallow the pain in their heart. People are hurt. People are constantly insulted. Even when we are at the eve to election, people continue for being victimized, for being embarrassed, for being insulted. When they see that they hold people, that they beat them. Tell people that say, if we see you around the APC, will they kill you? Even when not, people the way they pay their resources, that they pay money for the day-to-day running, they pay their membership. And these people get people that we believe in them, they get followers, they get sympathizers. With all that things where they happen, how do you think APC is going to win the election? They say, oh, it blunt happen. Not at this magnitude, not at this high volume. When everything is out there. That Peking go sit down is in papa. They in humiliation, being embarrassed. You go see that family, they see people they go after them, they threaten them and say, you know what? What they can't talk to, we let we risk, let we give we life up. We not mind let them go kill we because we belong to the APC. Let them do anything to we. I don't know how people that they think. How many people go really reflect? Sometimes when you even listen to the one that way APC they sponsor for kind of social media, The message they own a message of hate. I think say at this time movement, waiting for be the focal point for the APC. Anybody will mean for APC, not for stand on the platform of reconciliation, encouraging people, drawing people, get people for overcome the 4-year embarrassment, insult, intimidation. Instead, now the more people are hurt. Are you telling me that then people then they not really know the value we then get? They not believe in their pride. They don't know themselves. They're so cheap that for politics, they go allow any riffraff for can't say nonsense for just disrespect them, embarrass, insult them. They not believe in their familyhood. They not get respect for their family because of greed and selfish individuals. So when they stand up for the truth, therefore be attacked, therefore be embarrassed. It really, really sad. It really sad. So out of this imagination, say APC go win the election. I know say some of those rational thinkers where they talk to me from the APC angle truly understand. And most of them encourage me for really talk about this. Let people be enlightened that there's no sign, no signal, no indicator of APC even getting the chance into the election. Because if to the election, there is still massive, massive attack, insult, embarrassment against the membership. Don't even forget about the outsiders. Do you think the people where they claim say that they're on the fence go on for be linked to a group of indisciplined people, people who not they regard humanity, who not get respect for nobody? How will they think? We now go disrespect all the women of Sierra Leone. So all them things and they when they see all them things and they wanna continue and feel say they go succeed. It's embarrassing. Really, really. Some people get forget the gut and say, you know what? The direction, the way the APC they go, we get for stand up and liberate this with party. Or else, we existence naturally not meaningful. Why government they fed for make women they feel secured, get the level playing field? The APC they embark on disrespecting women, disgracing women. I don't know how APC think. If somebody that try for add value to you, give you the platform of victory, of success, then you get a bunch of people where they disrespect you, they value you, disgrace you. You go left the one where they bring value, where they secure you, where they protect you, for go to the one where not get no sign of respect for you. I know how people then think say the judgment ability of Sierra Leoneans is down there in the drain. That nobody not get rational thinking. Will not get people who are rational in their thought. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you now. A true patriot now the one way they support the reality. I listen to one councillor from Kafubulo, na APC councillor. Ever since I did on social media, this is the first time I see an APC councillor swallow the pride, come out to the public, and really, really talk as a patriot, talk about the concern. One thing where you do way impressive. He acknowledged the effort of the government, outline the value where government will add to them, the things where government will address. Then he point out areas still where they need attention. He tell government say, among all what they do, but we still need this, we need this, we need this. That is constructive opposition, engagement. It can be acknowledged, say, there's so much effort, but this effort is not enough. They still get challenged with light, with this. It outlines certain areas where they think say need immediate intervention. A responsible person will do that. You can't criticize, but point out for the benefit. Imagine if Sierra Leone better. Now for we all. You go glad, sometimes they want the way they talk all them bad things, the way they pour Salon in good name. Where they wish, they pray for let nothing good happen at Sierra Leone. Then blank and empty-minded people will not get anything within their mind but just evil. Not even value their parents. One thing, some man go say, oh, I'm not get nobody in Sierra Leone, but you get friend, party that will go school. You go and see that party in your party. If you get your people, they're all out. Or somebody, the operatives and social media go say, well, the mama or papa where I be the abo pa, day again. So I not care but Salon. So I can do anything for let anything happen at Sierra Leone. So we can come and cause hardship and difficulties because we not get nobody in Sierra Leone. Is that a well wish? You want for remain for be slave in other man country? And people they say, hey, this government not do this. Oh, why the government not they do this? 11 good years when they left Salon under life support machine, when oxygen, the oxygen where will be the oxygen will be the use. The oxygen will be the use for sustain the existence of the country. Why they not be all these so-called sabi where they make? Why they not take this sabi for improve and suggest to them people that will be in power? When are this government they want for dictates to? What did they fail for do for 11 years? Why when Sierra Leoneans be the escape from hell, they go die, they're not mind for dying in a desert. They're not mind for dying in a foreign land. For escape under the hell of APC rule. Why they not become with the idea for make the life better? We say APC left heaven for Salon people. Well, what about the heavens where they provide? Why they go now say, if ever they provided heavens for the people of Sierra Leone, why you go think say losing power, you go embark on nothing or the. Hey, but if you say nothing or in the country, well, wait till you left. Who? You left State Farm. You left boss for picking them. What you left now? You are playing there. You left for country. You left people that they pick money in the street. You left people that they walk in a shop for just go build eat for care go na their house. What till you left? You left outside get water. Every house gets pump. You left outside. You get all roads in the country. You left and make. Why we get cause for let people then put pressure on this government? Why we get cause for let somebody go video say picking they sit on a go on? Where the provision where they be provide for them? Why we get cause somebody go now go snap somebody na village you say, hey look, you bone they out. Waiting at the facility they be provide for address people then way their bone they show out. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you now. I really, really appreciate the time we want to spend. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Think say there's so much of a foundation laid here. And when we come tomorrow with the powerhouse, there's more in defeating the lies. There's more goodies. If I say, I will continue for talk about the things them, you know. For the first time we see the cocoa factory. Now we get factory where they produce chocolate. Na salon. You know, waiting that one day mean. Besides the 4 factory then where we get, in fact, somebody they tell me say now 5 brand new established factory na Sungu, Koya, the strong goal of the APC. Now we get factory na Bo, where they manufacture juice from pineapple and other things. We get factory na the south where they produce palm wine. Now we get factory where they na Kenema where they produce chocolate and other products. They even tell me say we even get another factory where they produce juice from cashew nut na success. So imagine within these 4 years, now we'll not be there talk about factory before. Now we get established factory them. We even get factory now where they produce coffee for we people. Even though they don't begin at a very low scale, but we don't get a company where we're ready now for expand on that, for make them big, for provide coffee. So most of this thing where we they talk about import, now we they get factory them where they begin produce in our country. These are things we will be proud of. These are development. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say bravo to the Unity team, the broadcast team, the management, and all lovers, believers, patriots of Sierra Leone. This program, they meet on every Wednesday, and be assured that for make Salon better, we go engage everybody, and we go force people we really hate Sierra Leone for change their mentality. We go make people believe that Salon, you were determined for Puela. You know, so you not get place. You know, supposed to be among you. It is the responsibility of we all for make Salon a better place and a conducive place. Because we all want to go sit down, live life, enjoy the natural beauty. This organic food that we would this fast food then chemical that we would put on our body, then fast food that we would eat. We want to go salon and eat organic food, natural. You pass now your backyard, you pick your potato leaf. Natural, you eat them. Increase on your blood, keep you healthy. Salon is so blessed. So one for go see the reflection of God's beauty on we lives there. So let us do everything for support, growth, and development of our country. Until I come back with the best program, the Monolog program, I wish you all the best.
Angle.